Welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate and I love to make diamond painting videos. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a little WIP and chat, which just stands for work in progress and chat while I work on this mini dazzle from Diamond Art Club. This is the months of the year, July. And I thought during this WIP and chat, I would work on the Everything Diamond Painting tag that Michaela Renee did in a recent video. So yeah, let's get started. I already have everything pulled out that I might need. I'm going to work on the July months of the year. The kit came with 12 different ones, one for each month, and I like to do one each month to match the coordinating year. Sorry, my chair's squeaking a bit. So I'm going to be doing the July one today. And while I do it, I'll just go through some of these questions. There's quite a few of them, so I'm just going to dive right in. But first, I will tell you what I'm using. It's not anything spectacular. I'm just using one of the trays that you can get at Hobby Lobby for $1.99. Since this is a mini dazzle kit, I'm just using one of these ones to keep it kitted up, especially since I'm having it all year long. And then I'm just using the standard tray that comes with most Diamond Art Club kits. The mini dazzle tray will actually be smaller than this one. I borrowed this from one of my bigger kits. And the standard Diamond Art Club wax, as well as tweezers and a Diamond Art Club pen. My tastes don't vary very much. So I am going to single place most of this, but I will use my tweezers for part of it and my pen for the other part. So let's dive right into these questions. The first question is, how many diamond paintings have you completed? And I have completed 20 diamond paintings so far in the history of me having this hobby, which I think is a pretty good number. I've been diamond painting for a couple months under 2 years, so 2 years at the end of August. So I think in 2 years 20 kits is a lot, especially because some of them were very big size. Some of them were smaller, but most of them were pretty decent size there. So 20 kits so far. Question number 2, how big is your stash? I don't know the exact number of how big my stash is, and I don't want to go down and count them all, but I will say that my stash has grown a little bit faster and a little bit bigger than what I anticipated when I first started diamond painting. Largely due to the fact that one, I just got addicted very quickly, and two, I got my mom addicted to diamond painting as well, so it's really easy for her to just throw in a kit for me when she wants to get free shipping, or us to go in together and get some kits. Like for the mystery box, we both got a kit, or we both got the box and then kind of split up the kits that were inside. So getting her addicted to diamond painting has not done anything to lessen my stash, but I am not mad about it. So yes, it's not as massive as some people's, but it's a pretty good size down there, enough that I stack them up on my desk and knocked them all over the other day, and that was quite the mess to clean up. So I don't have an exact number, but I would say my stash is decent sized. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Number 3 is, what is your diamond painting backstory, and when and how did you get started? I got started diamond painting in very late August of 2023, so almost 2 years ago. My sister-in-law actually diamond paints and encouraged me to try it, and after she got me like a little accessory kit on my birthday, I decided to try it, and I worked on a clearance Diamond Dots frozen kit from Joanne, and it has spiraled since from there. So I have gone head first, especially after discovering Diamond Art Club. Really embraced the hobby in general, and have really not gone back since then. She even has kind of tapered off from diamond painting my sister-in-law. Has not dove into it nearly as hard as I have, but still really fun that it's something we have in common. And then, like I mentioned a minute ago, I've gotten my mom into diamond painting since, which has been really fun. And I've gotten her addicted to the Diamond Art Club kits and everything too. So fun hobby, and it's even more fun that I have a couple people in my life that I have it in common with. And yeah, so almost 2 years, right after my birthday, which is in the end of August, I started that kit. If I looked, I could probably find the exact date, but I don't have it off the top of my head. But that is that story. Question 4, if you could buy from one company for the rest of your life, what company would that be? I think that company would be Diamond Art Club. The majority of my stash is Diamond Art Club. Their kits are just really, really good quality and a really good price. I like their reward program where you can earn points off purchases and have dollar off amounts for your kits that way. I also like the treasure quest cards because that's a second way to have to earn rewards and gift cards and things. So and their canvases just really are the best quality that I have found so far. I really do want to explore looking at others, especially like smaller shops like Munimade and Jaded Gem Shop, but for right now the majority of my stash is Diamond Art Club, so that would probably be, if I could only pick one, that would be the company I would go with right now. Question 5, when you're diamond painting, what's your go-to media to consume? I am a TV watcher. I know I wish I liked audiobooks more because I do love reading, and it would be fun to be able to listen to books while I diamond paint. I just don't always love the voices that the audiobook readers have. I don't know. It doesn't match up with the voice I want it to have in my head, or the pacing's off. Maybe I need to give it another try, but for some reason I like physically reading better than listening to audiobooks. I just struggle getting into audiobooks. So I think TV is my main media outlet when I diamond paint. The only thing I will say is that I can't watch like new things because you are looking down at your diamond painting most of the time. I prefer to watch shows that I have already seen, which is a comfort thing that my husband makes fun of me for all the time. I do rewatch my shows quite often, actually, and he makes fun of me for that. He's always like, "Why, you've seen this? I know you have watched this show at least 3 times. Like, why are you watching it again?" And it just brings me comfort. So I do rewatch a lot of shows, and so that makes being able to watch them while I diamond paint easier, knowing what's going to happen. I'm currently watching Pretty Little Liars while I diamond paint at night, which I have seen before, but is still a great time, a great comfort show to watch while I work on my projects. So I maybe should branch out to podcasts or other things like that. I just have never really gotten into it. But you guys should let me know. Is there any podcasts or like audiobooks or something I should start listening to while I diamond paint? Or do you think TV is a good option for that? Let's see. Next question is number 6. Favorite category to diamond paint? I like roomscapes, or I don't know if that's a thing. I've heard a couple people say it, or maybe I just made it up. Roomscapes. I like item painting diamond paintings. Ones where there's so many items in it. You get something new in every square, something different to diamond paint in every section. You feel like I just finished a tea kettle, or I just finished a whole dog, or I like crowded, confetti heavy items. I also do like, let's see, just ones with bright colors and other things like that. I want to try a landscape. I've only done one big landscape before, and it was not a Diamond Art Club, so it was a quality that I didn't love, and I don't know if that's what made me not like it or just the landscape in general. So I want to try maybe doing a landscape one day and seeing how that one goes. And I also have been wanting to do like a portrait diamond painting as well, and see how I like that. Honestly though, I kind of am all over the place. The Disney ones are fun to diamond paint. But as far as like when I say roomscapes, like Bathroom in Paris, I did that one last year and loved that one. It just was filled with so many fun things. Or The Tea Party by Ivy Dalmar, I just finished that one. I loved it with all of the little cakes and candies and things. And Cozy Cabin. I did that one earlier this year as well, and I loved that one with all the little knickknacks and cozy blankets. So I'm not sure what exactly you would call that theme besides just roomscapes. That's what I'm going to go with. Number 7, artist you've completed the most of. I looked up in my logbook, artist I've completed the most of, so I would have the answer to this question. And it is exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's Mrs. Butterdee. I've completed 4 Mrs. Butterdee kits, and she is the artist that I have hands down completed the most of out of the 20 kits that I've done. She's my favorite artist, I would say, and I'm not surprised that hers are the ones I've done the most. But I am trying to slow down on her kits just to ration out them, so I don't do all of them. I'm gonna have to open up this pack here. Extra pack of drills for this. I was hoping not to have to do that, but I'm going to. And I'll figure out what to do with the leftovers in just a minute. I don't know if they're all gonna fit in here or not, so I don't wanna make too big of a mess. Sometimes opening the new packs, I feel like make things kind of staticky. So, let's see. I wonder, are we zoomed in enough? Are you guys seeing what I'm doing okay? Maybe I'll zoom it in just a little. Okay, the next question is, I'm having a hard time finding my spot here. Artist you own the most of. Now, Mrs. Butterdee would be the artist that I own the most of, except for they don't come out with her paintings nearly as fast as Aura Loa comes out with Maria Chetkareva's paintings. I swear Aura Loa releases 2 or 3 of hers a month. Every month, maybe even more. So hers, she just has like, I would say like 30 or so on the Aura Loa website. And while I don't own all of them, I own more of her work than I do of Mrs. Butterdee. So Maria Chetkareva, I hope I am saying her last name right. She's the artist that I own the most paintings of, and I love her artwork as well. A lot of roomscapes, a lot of fun colors, a lot of fun things. I'm working on one by her right now that is called Visit Hawaii, and it's just this beautiful beach, this girl with a surfboard, and it's really been fun to do. Her artwork is really amazing. You should check it out. I'll link her down below in my description box so you can see some of her pieces, and check back on my channel because I am showing off Visit Hawaii soon in an upcoming video. So number 9, what is your go-to wax or putty? Now, I am pretty boring. I just use the wax that is included in the kits. I have never really strayed from it. I did use the putty that Diamond Art Club included in their kits, and did not like it. So I've never really used putty since, but I know there are so many wax and putty small shops out there that I kind of want to branch out and try maybe try a different putty that I would maybe like a little bit more, or try some other waxes. I know they even have like scented waxes and things like that. I think that would be fun to kind of try. And I also really want to try putting a glue dot in my single placer, because I had a couple people comment and say that putting glue dots in your single placer makes the popping sound really satisfying, and that sounds really cool. So that might be something I need to try out for sure. I want to try the glue dot for sure. So that one, and maybe trying out some small shops with putties and things, is on my list of things to do eventually. But for now, I have never had a problem with just using the regular old red heart wax, or Aloha. It has a blue wax that I don't mind using either. Those have been just fine for me for right now. Okay, next question. What do you do with your diamond painting finishes? Question 10. I have framed one diamond painting finish in my girls' room, and that was Anna and Elsa. And I am going to frame the Mickey Mouse one I'm working on for my son's room. But other than that, I don't do anything with my finishes. And that is something I want to change one day. The framing of those big canvases is just really expensive and not something I'm super interested. I've heard about dry mounting. I know only certain stores will dry mount your canvas, and I've never looked into that or anything. So I might look into dry mounting. But my goal in life one day, we have an unfinished basement where the walls are just cement right now. My goal in life one day is to have our basement finished, where we would drywall it in and have carpet down there and have a craft room down there and just fill the walls of the craft room with all of my finishes. I'm going to wait 1 second and check on my son and come back and finish the story. Sorry about that. I am back. I'm ready to continue the WIP and chat. There's no way I could ever get one continuous take on a video just because mom life. But he is okay back there. So I was talking about my craft room. Yes, I want the walls to just be filled with my artwork, whether they're framed or just hung up on the wall with push pins or dry mounted or any other way. I think that would be so fun. Kind of like when you finish a puzzle and you can just, that would be the other thing, like finishing puzzles and having those glued together and hung on the walls, and just have the walls of my craft room just filled with my artwork. But for now, they are just kind of sitting in a stack, waiting for the day that they will be displayed proudly. My mom loves to frame hers and hang hers around her house, like on her walls and stuff. She does a lot of really pretty landscapes and flowers for that reason. They match the aesthetic of her house and it looks really pretty. Some of my artwork, I don't know if I would want it displayed just in my living room. The things that I work on, mermaids and fairies and things like that, I love to create them, but I don't think I would necessarily want them like on my living room wall. So that's why one day I want them displayed maybe in a craft setting, but until then, I like it just for the hobby, not necessarily for the finish part, you know? Okay, number 11. Do you open kits right away or leave them sealed? I used to leave them sealed back when they were the old kits with the old boxes. I used to leave them sealed, and opening up the kit and working on it, I would open it up and look and see what the washi tape was and see what the cover minder was, and that was fun. Now that they have treasure quest cards, I open them up right away solely to pull out the treasure quest card and see what I have, because I like to have my treasure quest cards, and I can't wait. I can't wait too long to see what they are, especially because like I'm working towards getting a really big gift card or maybe even a custom diamond paint. If you're not familiar with the treasure quest cards that I'm talking about, Diamond Art Club in the last year started including like a little trading card in their kits, and they can be bronze, silver, gold, or black depending on how, like, the rarity. Bronze most common. I think I, like 100 other people that collect them, have way more bronze than anything else. But if you collect a certain amount of certain kinds, can redeem them for gift cards or even like a custom diamond painting. And I am not sure if I would do a custom or just want a big massive gift card, but I do like to open the kits to pull out the cards just to see what I got. So I do open them just for the cards. Now that I have this channel, maybe I will open them for unboxings a little bit more or things like that. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that with every kit I get, but yeah, for the most part, I have always kept them like sealed and in their bags, except for looking at the treasure quest card. Subject to change, I guess, depending on where this channel goes. Question 12, your number one unicorn kit that you would love to own. If you had asked me this 2 weeks ago, I would have said Halloween Bedroom and Cozy Christmas Witch. But as I told you guys in a previous video, I was able to trade my recent mystery kits for those kits, which has been just absolutely amazing. Having like my two, up until now, those have been my two biggest unicorn kits. Other than that, I don't have like a super big unicorn kit. I guess my unicorn kit that I would love to own is Duck Bath, and I'm not like too worried about it because it is in the pending restock section of Diamond Art Club, so I know it will hopefully be here one day. It's just been a little bit longer of a wait than on most other kits I feel like restock. So that is the unicorn kit, my top unicorn kit for now. Okay, let's do question 13. The kit in your stash that you're most looking forward to completing. Now this question, I just actually did my last video, which I will link down below, but my last video that I did, I actually went through my stash and found 5 kits that I was most looking forward to, like my favorite kits that I was most looking forward to doing in my stash, and then 2 honorable mentions because I couldn't pick just 5. So I'm actually not going to answer this question. I want you to go check out that video. I'll link it down below, and it is just a fun video where I actually pulled out all the boxes and show you guys the ones that I'm most looking forward to doing in my stash. So yeah, I will say, spoiler alert, and if you know my taste, a lot of little item diamond paintings that have been really fun to have in my stash. So we were going to move to question 14. Do you prefer confetti or color blocking? I really like confetti kits. I like the kits with lots going on, lots of items, and lots to keep you busy. I do, however, think that the kits that have a good mix are really nice too, though, because the color blocking does keep the kit moving. And I think it's nice to be able to have a little bit of both. I also don't mind the color blocking, like if it's a bunch of different colors, or not taking over the entire kit. I don't hate color blocking, I'll do it, but I prefer the confetti or the canvases that have a good mix. I love confetti though. It really just brings out the details of the kit, and it keeps me from getting too bored. So even on this chunk right here, it's not very confetti heavy. It's good for a whip and chat, not like constantly changing out my colors a lot, but it's a lot of color blocking in here. Maybe I slow myself down with the tweezers, but yeah, I like it the way I like it. So all right, next question is 15. How do you pick your next piece? This question, I am not really sure. Honestly, I pick based on how I'm feeling. I will admit I'm a bit of a seasonal diamond painter, so I'm excited for fall and Halloween kits to come up, and then after that I'll go straight into Christmas and cozy winter kits, so the season has a lot to do with it. As far as the rest of the year, I just pick ones that I'm either most excited about and can't wait for, or have a really good reason to do it, like my the Disney Mickey Mouse True Pals that I'm working on right now. I'm doing for my son, so that's the reason that I picked that one. It kind of just depends on how I'm feeling, I guess, when I finish a kit. Sometimes I'll pick a smaller kit if I've just finished a bigger one and don't want to take on another massive project, or sometimes I'll have just finished around and be like, okay, I really need a big, nice square kit to keep me busy for a while. I think it just kind of depends on where I'm at in that moment. So I don't really have a spectacular answer for that question. Number 16, favorite season or holiday to diamond paint? I'm surprised to say this because I definitely love Christmas and winter so much, but based on the kits that I have, I would say fall or Halloween, which I don't even love Halloween that much as a holiday. If I was ranking all the holidays, Halloween would not be high on that list, but I have some of the cutest Halloween diamond painting kits that I am really excited to work on, and I also have some of the cutest just fall themed ones. I do love fall as a season, so I'm not really surprised in that aspect, but I would say fall and Halloween, mostly because I just have some really gorgeous fall and Halloween kits that are making me really excited for the weather to turn. I'm not a summer lover in general. I'm not a fan of heat in general, so I'm not really surprised that summer didn't come up. And spring, I just feel like they don't make enough diamond paintings to reflect spring. So I feel like there's only really 2 main answers there, which would be like winter and fall. And I would think fall would edge out a little bit. So I'm gonna flip my paper over here. Question 17. Do you work on one kit at a time or multiple kits at a time? I work on up until this week. Once again, my answers are changing just this week alone, which is, I think, kind of the point of Michaela posted this video a couple years ago, and she redid it now because she said her answers have changed a lot. And I think that's kind of fun because even I'm finding in the last couple weeks, my answers have changed from what I would say that they would have been a year ago or even a couple weeks ago. So it's a fun purpose of this video is to see how things change up just in time. Because a couple weeks ago, I would have told you I work on one kit at a time. I have tried a couple of times to work on more than one, and I end up just letting one sit there half finished until I get the other one done and then going back to it. But this past week, I started Visit Hawaii to help break up the color blocking that is going on in True Pals. I'm going to post a picture right here of True Pals so that you, because I've referenced it multiple times in this video. I want you to be able to see what I'm talking about if you don't know the piece. But the edges of that piece are so much color blocking, directly against what I just said I like to diamond paint. But yes, that one, the color blocking is a lot. So I did decide to kit up a second kit, Visit Hawaii in rounds, to break it up a little bit, and I'm really enjoying it. I've done a full row of True Pals, and then I did a full row of Visit Hawaii, and I'm back to the second row on True Pals, and I actually kind of, I'm liking it. Maybe it's just because of the color blocking. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it up for forever, but maybe I am excited to have more than one work in progress going at the same time. So for now, that I am enjoying. It's like multiple. I don't think I could ever have like a lot of multiple. It would probably just be two, or I mean, I technically have three going because I have one going with my little daughter that I only do with her. But that's a special circumstance. She just won't let me do that diamond painting without her, which is totally cute and adorable and fine. But I don't think I could ever do like 20 of them, or even more than just like two maybe. But we'll have to see. I don't know. I will never say never, because a lot of things this year have changed already. So I guess just stay tuned to see if anything with that ever changes. Okay, question 18. Do you prefer neutral pieces, neutral/dark pieces, or more colorful pieces? I definitely prefer colorful pieces. And this is an instance that I've learned. There are a lot of beautiful pieces of art that have been turned into diamond paintings on multiple websites. Lots of companies have turned beautiful pieces into artwork that I think are beautiful, that I don't think I would enjoy diamond painting. And I think color palette has a lot to do with that. There are some really beautiful dark diamond paintings that I think are gorgeous, and I just think I would not enjoy diamond painting them. I love bright, fun colors. I love pastels. I love good warm tones, but like all dark 310 kits or all dark kits, like really neutrally dark kits, I just don't gravitate towards thinking that they would be fun to diamond paint. So I'm gonna flip it this way. So that is my answer for that. Colorful kits all the way. In fact, I have had multiple kits where I've had no 310 in them at all. 310 is the DMC code for black. I have multiple kits where I have not had even a single black drill in them at all, because I really just prefer the pastels and the beautiful bright pops of color in my kits. So that's an easy question for me. Question number 19. Do you prefer large kits or snack size? I tend to gravitate towards snack size kits or large kits. However, I do have some snack size ones in my stash, just because sometimes when you finish a really big one, you need to break it up with something smaller. But primarily, I like big pieces. I think it's mostly just because my tastes are, the heavy confetti item paintings. Those would not translate well to small diamond paintings. So the big pieces, anytime I see a canvas that I'm like, oh, I love that canvas, it's always big. It's always a big giant kit. So I can't really help what I like. And I don't mind working on big kits. I don't mind if they take me even a couple months to finish. I'm not in a race of any kind. So I really don't mind doing the large ones, and they are the ones I prefer for sure. Question 20, tweezers or a pen to place? As you can see from this whip and chat, I do use both. I will say for my next color on this kit, I'm probably, now that I have this light blue placed really precisely with my tweezers, I'll probably build off of it and just use my pen for most of the rest of the piece. But I do love having the option to go in and have everything placed really precisely with my first color with my tweezers. I also just love checkerboarding in general, and I know you can checkerboard completely with a pen and not need the tweezers for it at all, but I found this method on a video on TikTok way back before I even really diamond painted. I got into watching other people diamond paint for a while before I was brave enough to try it myself, and I just loved it, where she tweezed it all and then stuck all the drills into place, and I loved it, and I get a lot of satisfaction out of it now. I don't always do it all the time, but I love my tweezers. And when Diamond Art Club stopped putting them in their kits, they used to put a pair of tweezers in every square kit, which I get why they stopped doing it. It's a little wasteful because you don't need a pair of tweezers in every single square kit. I mean, obviously, I have one pair of tweezers that I've used for 6 or 7 kits in a row now. But I was still sad when they stopped putting them in, so much so that I got on a Facebook group and found someone who didn't use their tweezers, and she sent me like a whole envelope of them just so that I could have some spares. So, man, I had to put that new bag in here, and now the static on these drills is not my favorite thing. So bear with me while I get all these out. You know what? I'm just going to set this aside and use a different tray for now, so you don't have to watch me fight these drills the whole time. Okay, I'm going to do the white color next. I'm going to do the white color next here. And like I said, I have a good foundation built with my tweezers there, so I'm just going to go around it. Sorry, I'm going to flip it upside down again. It's a little easier. I'm not used to being this far away. I don't want my head to be in the shot though, so all right. Oh, and this is a pretty color. I know white is so basic, but I just love the fairy dust. These mini dazzles are all fairy dust, or all special drills, and I just love that. I think that makes the mini dazzles so much fun. But anyways, I got off on a tangent there. Yes, that is what I do use tweezers, and I know some people think that's totally crazy, and I totally get why you would think that. But the cool part about this hobby is everybody can do things the way they want to do things, and you can't take my tweezers from me. So next question is question 21. Do you prefer rounds or squares? I do prefer squares. I just like them clicking into place. I find it more satisfying, but I don't discriminate against those round kits either. If I like the artwork enough, I don't mind doing them, and I do think it is fun to break up every once in a while doing like a big square kit with a cute small round one. I'm gonna multi-place, guys. You're gonna see something that you don't see too often here, but I am gonna do a little multi-placing. Yes, I do prefer squares overall. So all right, see, the problem with multi-placing is that I immediately stop talking because I need to focus. All right, 22, favorite method for placing ABs. AB drills are, they have like a thicker glitter coating on them, and they make them a little bit tricky to place. A lot of times if you use like a regular pen and try to place an AB down, it will pull the wax out of your pen. So, and it also takes like the shine off of the AB. So you sometimes need to find a different method of placing your ABs down, and my method is tweezers, which is not that big a surprise since I just was singing my praises to the tweezers. I place them usually with tweezers. If it is a round batch of ABs, I sometimes get frustrated using the tweezers on them, and I will use either one of the new Diamond Art Club twist and pick pens with the white wax in them, which the white wax doesn't seem to bother them too much. See, my problem with multi-placing is that I spend more time fixing what I just multi-placed than it would have taken to use the single placer. But I guess that is something that you just have to practice. Anyways, yes. I used the tweezers on them. So I think a lot of people do too, because like I said, using the wax or the putty can just pull the coating right off the top of the drill, and it's not very fun to have the cute part of the drill pulled out before you even get it on the canvas. So next question. Preferred method for sectioning a canvas. The very first canvas I did, I went super extra on and I printed out vinyl, and I put the vinyl on my canvas, and I picked each square. That drill has a tab on it. I don't like that. And I like used Cricut vinyl, and I sectioned off the entire canvas, and then I was able to pick each square that I wanted to do, and I used an X-Acto knife to cut out the section and work on it that way. And that was another method that I saw on TikTok that I think is really cool. However, I quickly realized that I was spending more time kind of getting the canvas ready in itself rather than just working on it, and I moved to just using washi tape to do a strip of washi tape and using the X-Acto knife to cut out the cover that way. Much quicker. So sorry, one second. Yes, and now that Diamond Art Club has the perforated sheet, that is 100% just the easiest way for me to do it. I'll sometimes put a strip of washi down just so I can still see the edge, but the perforated cover sheet makes it really easy to section off the canvas without even really having to do much else for it. Okay. Number 24, only 2 questions left. Any other crafty hobbies you like to do? Yes, I am a massive crafter at heart, and I really enjoy all kinds of hobbies. Let's talk about that. I like to decorative plan. I like to do counted cross stitch. I like to build puzzles. I was in an adult coloring phase for a while. I scrapbooked for a while. I love to make soaps. I cook and bake, which has become less of a hobby and more of keeping my children alive type thing, but I still enjoy doing that with them. I have sourdough. I like to make sourdough goodies with, and like homemade breads and things like that. I like to crochet, although I don't crochet nearly as much as I used to, and I don't ever crochet in the summer because it is too stinking hot to crochet when it is this hot out, all that heavy yarn. Let me think, is there any other crafts that I love to do? My sister loves to quilt, and I think that would be a fun hobby to learn one day. Oh, and I machine embroider. There's the other really big one that I have. I have an embroidery machine. I love to make decorative shirts and patches and makeup bags and patterns with that. That's machine embroidery, and my kids have the cutest themed cute little shirts that I spent a lot of money to get the hobby going in the first place, but now I can justify it by saying, no, I don't need to buy them a $30 shirt off Etsy. I can make one for free, and that eliminates the entire cost of how much that hobby took to get started, which I think is what every crafter says, to be honest, about their hobbies. My hobbies, yeah, they sometimes take up a little bit of money, but hey, you know what? If you ever needed a bar of soap or a cute makeup bag, I got you covered for very little. And it's to the point where my gifts usually are awesome, and people really love that. So I love my machine embroidery, my embroidery machine. I don't use it as much as I used to, but I do really love having that as a hobby, and I think that's all the hobbies I can think of. But I am the kind of person who has gone through a lot of hobbies. In fact, that is one reason why my channel name is Kate's Creative Space, because I wanted to give myself the flexibility if I ever wanted to share any of my other hobbies. I wanted to give myself the ability to do that on this channel and maybe not have it always be all diamond painting. For now, I'm really enjoying diamond painting, and I don't see that going away anytime soon, but if I ever did want to be brave and share some of my other hobbies, I'm not sure if people would like that, but it gives me the opening to if I ever so wanted. So I all kinds of hobbies. So let me know down in the comments below what other hobbies you guys like to do, because I'm always up for a good hobby. And it's actually one of the best parts of being like a stay-at-home mom, is having time to work on my hobbies and having time to do fun, special things, especially teaching my kids some of the hobbies that I have, such as like sewing and baking and cooking and such. So let me know, what kind of hobbies do you guys like besides diamond painting? That is my favorite question that I've answered so far. Okay, number 25, last question. Who do I choose to tag in this video? I am not by any means an expert or like a popular YouTuber who anyone will, really see my tagging on, but I am going to tag Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend because I love her channel so much and I think she's super fun and I'd love to know her answers to these questions. And I'm also going to tag Diamond Painting by Laura. I really enjoy her channel as well. I'm going to tag both of those creators down in my description box below. I'd like to see both of them hopefully take a stab at answering these questions, but no pressure. And if there's anybody else out there who wants to, Michaela didn't tag me directly in this video, but she said anybody who had, a passion for diamond painting or was new to YouTube and wanted to join in could. So I did, and I am going to tag her original video. I'm making a lot of promises on tagging, and I'm not very good at this yet, but I will do my very best to have everything down in that description box below. Yes, I will tag her original video. It was so much fun to watch and hear her answer all these questions. Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble on for as long as I did. We got my son to sleep, so he is quiet back there. And I am excited for that because now I can get a couple other things done in this rest time. I'm probably going to finish up this white color here and then call it. And one of these days I will get through an entire section in a whip and chat. But it might be a long whip and chat because this one's pretty long. And we're not there quite yet, but we got the two biggest colors done, and I think that that's pretty good progress. So oh, look at those clouds. Those are so pretty. These mini dazzles make my heart happy. And this is one. These are, I think these fit in just a regular 5x7 frame. So I should just get like a little frame and maybe just display. I'm going to do that. Get a little frame and just display the one for each month and swap it out. That would involve remembering every month to swap it out, but I'm going to really try to do that because I need to display my stuff a little bit more. So I think that's all of that. It's a little wonky for a couple reasons. Talking and diamond painting at the same time is not as easy as it looks, but I'm getting the hang of it, and I will hopefully one day show you, probably in my July review, show you this finished. That diamond has a little tiny hole in it, and I might have to go back and change that one. It bothers me, but I don't think you can even see it. So I will show this one finished when I do my July diamond painting wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, hanging out with me while I worked on it and answering some of these questions. If anybody wants to ask me anything in the comments, let me know below. I truly do love looking at every comment that you guys leave for me. It makes me so happy that people are enjoying my videos. If you want to give it a thumbs up, that would be great too, or stick around and subscribe. Every single subscriber is like my own little friend, and I'm so thrilled to have all of you guys here. So that sums it up for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.